This is Brother Barnes. Let's start from the turn on of the anatomage all the way down to the bones on one of the models. Let's go down here and there we go. Let's turn this table on and see how long it takes to boot up. Basically a very large computer, isn't it? So we're going from startup to full blast. What I think I want to do is I'm going to go to this TableEDU here. Let's double click that. Let's try it again. How about if I just push on it? There we go. That's not what I want. There we go. I guess it just needed to warm up just a bit. And I want to go to gross anatomy. Looks like there are a lot of choices that we could take here, but I want gross anatomy. Okay. And I want to go with the male. Okay, here we go. Double tap. And it's taking just a bit to load, mate. I'm going to switch hands here too, possibly, so I can draw. So, as you can see, it takes a few minutes to fire up, but it's all worth it in the end. What I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go from skin to muscle to internal and go all the way down to the bones. That's really what I'm trying to teach right now. So we're going to try to see how this rolls. Rolling, rolling, rolling. The last 5% is what takes the longest, apparently. Okay, my camera does not want to focus, does it? Let's take a look at the different controls, and we may wind up getting to some of these, but I think what I specifically want to do is I want to look at certain systems. And I want to get down to the skeletal system. So what I want to do is let's get rid of the integumentary system first. So that takes the model down to muscle. Okay. And let's get rid of the muscular system. Okay, so now we can see some of the blood vessels and some of the internal organs. So let's get rid of the lungs next. Let's get rid of respiratory. There we go. And urinary and reproductive, we'll go with that. And then endocrine and exocrine. What would be... I don't know that this is going to make a big change. Okay, I saw some neck features go away. And of course, it looks like probably the blue is the nerve system. So let's click get rid of the nerve system. Okay. Well, no, those are the veins. I'm sorry. Red is artery, blue is vein. So let's go back and see what the nerve system. Okay, the nerve system, those are the light colored features. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. And then cardiovascular is going to make a really, really big difference. There we go. And digestive down here, intestine, so let's get rid of that. And I think I'm pretty much down. I've got some ears still, and I have ligaments still remaining all over the body. So if I'm going to do bones, I do not want these ligaments. That's not what I want personally. You might want the ligaments. So let's go to skeletal. And I want the head and neck bones, but I want the head and neck ligaments gone. No, uncheck that. There we go. And then I actually would like the teeth to still be here. So thank you. Yes, sir. And I want the spine, but I don't want spinal ligaments, and I don't want thoracic ligaments. I don't want pelvic ligaments. And see, I've still got some ligaments here, and also in the knees and in the feet. So let's see. Okay, I see. There's more to be seen here. So can we drag this down? Yes. So I don't want upper limb ligaments in the arms, and I don't want lower limb ligaments in the legs. So now it looks like I'm completely down to the skeleton like I want. There we go. So let's get rid of this X mark right here. And since this is just kind of a general introduction of how to get to the bones, let's just do something really basic. Let's just talk about the axial versus the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton is what's down the midline. It does include the rib cage and the vertebrae and the sacrum and the coccygeal area. The appendicular skeleton, that would be all the things hanging off of the skeleton, which would be the shoulder girdle. There's a scapula and the clavicle that connect the arm to the body. And then in the lower portion of the body, we have the pelvis, which, do I want to say anchors, supports the legs, or anyhow, I don't know. As a healthcare practitioner, I say that the feet and the pelvis is the foundation for the whole body. So anyhow, could say it the other direction. You could say that the hips, the pelvis, the os cocci, the ilia, however you want to say it, are what actually support the axial skeleton. So depending on how you want to look at it. There you go, mates. This is Brother Barnes, and we fired up the Anatomage table, and we took it all the way down to bones. I think we did a good job, and let's see if we can turn the system off. And yes, if we go down to the possibilities, we can exit the application, and probably going to the Windows button would probably allow us to turn the system down, shut it down. That's kind of a long process, but there you go. On and off. And I think now would be the good time. If you have any protective coverings, please place those on before exiting the room.